This will be episode 37, defining custom model methods, defining custom static methods, defining custom instant methods. So this should be relatively easy. I think with episode 35 maybe, we kind of crested the most challenging part. It's kind of I wouldn't say it's easy from here, but it's definitely downhill. I think we've hit the hard part. Defining custom model methods. Mongoose models are quite packed with both static and instance predefined methods, some of which you have already used. However, Mongoose also lets you define your own custom methods to empower your models, giving you a modular tool to separate your application logic properly. Let's go over the proper way of defining these methods. Defining custom static methods. Model static methods give you the liberty to perform model level operations such as adding extra find methods. For instance, let's say you want to search users by their username. You could of course define the this method in your controller, but that wouldn't be the right place for it. What you're looking for is a static model method. To add a static method, you will need to declare it as a member of your schema's statics property. In our case, adding a find one by username method would look like what is shown in the following code snippet. User schema statics find one by username function username callback this find one username new regular expression username I callback. The I will be new. The regular expression new regular expression username I. This method is using the model's find one method to retrieve a user document that has a certain username. Using the new find one by username method would be similar to using a standard static method by calling it directly from the user model as follows. User find one by username by calling it directly from the user model as follows. Using a standard static. Okay. You can of course come up with many other static methods. You'll probably need them when developing your application, so don't be afraid to add them. Defining custom instance methods. Static methods are great, but what if you need methods that perform instance operations? Well, Mongoose offers support for those too, helping you slim down your code base and properly reuse your application code. To add an instance method, you will need to declare it as a member of your schema's methods property. Let's say you want to validate your user's password with an authenticate method. Adding this method would then be similar to what is shown in the following code snippet. User schema methods authenticate function password. Return this password absolutely equal to password. This will allow you to call the authenticate method from any user model instance as follows. User authenticate password. As you can see, defining custom model methods is a great way to keep your project properly organized while you're using common code. In the upcoming chapters, you'll discover how both instance and static methods can be very useful. Hey, we got through that one pretty quick. 4 minutes. 4 minutes! We're picking up pace. I didn't even read that one ahead of time. Validation. Predefined validators. Custom validators. Using Mongoose middleware. Alright. We did the first one in 4 minutes. Surely we can make it through this one too. Just have to, if we get through this one, we'll add it to the notes. Model validation. Thing is, it's not asking us to run any code. All the code that it's showing us, it's already added. So it's like we've just got a GitHub of chapter 5 and not even any experiments to run in the server, really. It's just telling us, oh, what'd I do? Started something. Started a mail client. But yeah, So let's just read on. One of the major issues when dealing with data marshalling is validation. When users input information to your application, you'll often have to validate that information before passing it on to MongoDB. While you can validate your data at the logic layer of your application, it is more useful to do this at the model level. Luckily, Mongoose supports both simple predefined validators and more complex custom validators. Validators are defined at the field level of a document and are executed when the document is being saved. Validators are defined at the field level of a document and are executed when the document is being saved. If a validation error occurs, the save operation is aborted and the error is passed to the callback. Predefined validators. Mongoose supports different types of predefined validators, most of which are type-specific. The basic validation of any application is, of course, the existence of a value. The basic validation of any application is, of course, the existence of a value. To validate field existence in Mongoose, you'll need to use the required property in the field you want to validate. Let's say you want to verify the existence of a username field before you save the user document. To do this, you'll need to make the following changes to your user schema. Required true. This is what they're adding. So it's in a different, it's bolded. It's in the strong. This will validate the existence of the username field when saving the document, thus preventing the saving of any document that doesn't contain that field. Besides the required validator, Mongoose also includes type-based predefined validators such as the enumerate and match validators for strings. For instance, to validate your email field, you will need to change your user schema as follows. Match. That's a regular expression, but it's going to have to match. It's going to have an @ symbol in the middle. It's going to have a dot. John Doe at gmail.com. So those periods are part of a regular expression. I don't know if they're escaping or backslashing. I guess they're escaping. And again, that's not a spread operator. We're just adding this, okay, to the, same thing up here. They're just elaborating on the email field. The usage of a match validator here will make sure that the email field value matches the given regular expression, the given regex expression, match, email regex. Usually when they have keywords outlined like that, they've got a, so that regex hasn't been on the page anywhere else yet. It's the only one on here. Whatever. Thus preventing the saving of any document where the email doesn't conform to the right pattern. Another example is the Enumerate Validator, which can help you define a set of strings that are available for that field value. Let's say you add a role field. A possible validation would look like this. Enumerate admin owner user. Okay, I like that. The preceding condition will allow the insertion of only these 3 possible strings, thus preventing you from saving the document. Note, to learn more about predefined validators, is recommended that you visit. Open link in new tab. Did I ever get the last one? I thought I meant to save one from the last page. Might need to go back to that. Yeah, I don't think I ever did. I'll save it under Mongoose. Maybe I did. It's probably the same one anyways. We're good on time. 10 minutes. We're almost at the bottom of the page. custom validators. Model validation. I want to go back one page. The big green tip. Oh, we didn't have one. Previous page. So I probably, if it wasn't last page, I probably did do it and just forgot it. Do that. Going back to check the doors locked 3 times. Knock, 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 penny. Knock, 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 penny. Knock, 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 penny. Mongoose.js API HTML. Open link in new tab. No, I didn't bookmark it. Wait, did I? Did I just do that? Remove, I guess it is there. Okay, so I got them both under Mongoose, alright. 3rd time, Mongoose. Done. 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 Let's finish this page. Okay, green note. Full page. Again, it's not running us to asking us to run any of this code, so it's been pretty easy to run through it to get through the page. Custom validators. Other than predefined validators, Mongoose also enables you to define your own custom validators. Defining a custom validator is done using the validate property. Validate property value should be an array consisting of a validation function and an error message. Let's say you want to validate the length of your user password. To do this, you'd have to make these changes in your user schema. Validate function password. So you'd pass in. Okay. So validate would have a function that you'd pass in. Return password length. Password. So I guess it would know to pass itself in there like this. Password should be longer. This valid, let's see, error. Validate, return. So it just knows, it's got like the validator will make sure your user password is at least 6 characters long, or else it will prevent the saving of documents and pass the error message you define to the callback. Mongoose validation is a powerful feature that allows you to control your model and supply proper error handling, which you can use to help your users understand what went wrong. In the upcoming chapters, you'll learn how you can use Mongoose validators to handle users' input and prevent common data inconsistencies. Alright, that's good. We're at 13. Let's go ahead and update our notes. We did 2 pages this time, so we're really getting ahead of schedule. Not ahead of schedule, but we're making good time. We're right on schedule. This will give us time to have an error later that we would be getting close on time on. So what we want is exit screen, exit full screen. Let's go back to the desktop. I want to edit this with brackets. Okay, let's get our book back. Let's go to the top of this page. And we'll make it full screen again. Okay. I'm going to copy, we're in episode 37. That one's bold. A couple breaks. So I'll throw that down at the bottom. Control S will beautify. Okay. So we'll take out model validation here. Note 1. And the bold. And then we got predefined validators. That's a good note to have. Basically just tells us what we talked about in this video, and that'll be in the description now. We won't put that one in bold. We'll just make that a note for section and order. Paste that. And there's probably another one. At least one more. I might have to copy and paste a little bit. We got the note. Bookmark to that. Do custom validators. Might be our last one. We'll see. We've done a couple long episodes. I'll break this one a little early. Custom validators. We may review. We may set up for, yeah. We're going to check this off. We'll work on our notes for using Mongo middleware. So we'll make a copy of this list item all the way up to line 346. We'll copy that and put it over this list item below it. Paste. So we're going to go from episode 37. We're still in chapter 5. Now we'll do episode 38 next. Okay. We're going to do using Mongoose middleware. That'll be our big one in bold. Finding custom model methods. We already covered that one this episode. Okay, so there's 37, 38. We're out on course. Let's use using pre-middleware. Where are we at? Using Mongoose middleware, okay. What else we got? Using post middleware. Using pre-middleware, using post-middleware. Another note, let's go ahead and open that in the new tab. Open link and new tab. We'll exit full screen again. So we got this one now. Go ahead and bookmark that under Mongoose again. Okay. I'm not going to put this section off. We'll start at the top of this one for episode 38, and that's going to be another shorty. I do want to double check before we go. Oh, did I close it? I guess so. Let's go here. And just to control this. Oh wait, predefined validators, custom validators. These will be out. Slash those to HHH. Oh, Greg. I'm a Greg. Alright. That should give us a little preview. Check our time. I didn't set extra eggman this time. We're right at 18 minutes. We're still way ahead. Not way ahead. Let me just cut this one as a short episode. 38. So we'll use using Mongoose middleware, model validation. So really, I could probably go to. Let's hit that one more time since we're short. Since we're running over or running under. Model validation. Giggity. Alright. So, short as that page is, we'll probably get ahead a little bit next episode too. So we'll fill these in when we get there. So we'll come back here after break. We'll cover episode 38 using Mongo. We got our links working. Hey, free book right now. After trials, $30. Start 30-day free trial. That's what I'm on. Amos, Q Haviv. Alright, taking a break. See you guys in a bit.